Today's movie is a South Korean thriller called Midnight. A young woman is on her way back home at midnight while fighting with her boyfriend on the phone. She calls a taxi, but a group of boys steal her ride. While she's walking, a black van is following her from the back. The hottie from Squid Game asks to give her a ride, but she refuses, saying she doesn't get into strangers' cars. As she's making up with her boyfriend on the phone, the hottie opens his van and a man starts making noises asking for help. She goes to check on him. That's when the hottie takes her in and closes the door as she's screaming loud for help. The hottie reports the incident to the police. He acts shocked from witnessing a murder. The police officers discover the bodies, and the hottie says he witnessed some foreign workers killing them. Kyung-mi is a deaf young woman, working in customer support with people with special needs using sign language, and Seo-young is a university student, with a strict policeman as an older brother. Seo-young begs her brother, Jong-tak, to let her wear a skirt out like other girls, but he refuses to do so. She finally changes her clothes into short pants. He's still mad, but he asks her to come back home before 10 p.m. She runs away, saying she's coming back at midnight. At work, Kyung-mi is talking to her mother, who's also deaf, about going on a vacation somewhere nice. As they're talking about a dinner meeting for the employees, Kyung-mi asks them to let her go as well. At the gathering, the men are rating Kyung-mi's appearance, face and body, because she can't hear, but since she can read lips, she uses sign language to insult all of them back, even the boss. Kyung-mi's mom shares with her colleagues that she's planning to use all her salary to go on a vacation to Jeju Island with her daughter. Kyung-mi and her mom are almost home, and as she goes to park her car, the hottie watches them from his van. He gets out and follows the mom. As he tries to hit her from the back, Seo-young passes by, making him shift his attention to her. Jong-tak is worried about his sister, who's not home yet. He calls her, but her phone is off. He goes around looking for her, runs into the mom and asks if she's seen his sister, but she says no. At her way to her mother, Kyung-mi sees a woman's shoes thrown off a dark alley. She goes in to check, and finds Seo-young stabbed and crying for help. Angry at her, the hottie attacks Kyung-mi and tries to kill her. She slips away from him and runs to the parking lot, after getting into her car and warning her mom. She looks at the movement sensor and finds him hiding in her car. The hottie finds out she's deaf and orders her to drive. She throws herself out of the car and runs out, turning on the neighborhood alarm system. The hottie changes into a suit and goes out to cosplay as the brother looking for his sister Seo-young. He tells Kyung-mi that he's seen a man with a hat and a mask running in the street. She says that his sister is in danger, and he needs to get her, so he asks her to show him where his sister is. As they's about to go, the police arrives and takes them all to the station after not finding victim near. Kyung-mi explains everything to the police officer, but the dumbass doesn't take her seriously and gets frustrated since she can't talk. The mom finds Seo-young's phone and senses something off. He asks to check Kyung-mi's report to get her address. Her mom is trying to warn her, but he notices them. He gets angry at them for using sign language, and opens his bag full of weapons to intimidate the mom. Jong-tak comes into the station asking his friend to help find his sister. He tells him that the people here have reported a similar case. Kyung-mi looks at the picture and remembers it's Seo-young. She gives him the last address where she's seen her, and describes the perpetrator. The hottie attacks the brother, confessing he's the one who killed her. When the policemen enter the station, the hottie blames it on the brother, pretending he's the one who attacked him, so they let him off. At home, Kyung-mi is still worried about Seo-young. She notices the sensor's lights and opens the door, only to find that it's her aunt. Kyung-mi is alone now, and of course the hottie is there too. He watches her as she's moving around the house. When she's writing a text to Jong-tak, he suddenly throws an axe at her. Kyung-mi sends an SOS to Jong-tak, and warns her mom not to go back home, but she replies that the front door is open. She hurriedly goes to check, then suddenly notices that the texting style is different from her mom's. Kyung-mi throws herself from the window and runs away. Jong-tak notices the hottie chasing Kyung-mi and follows them. The two arrives to a dead end, so he asks her to give up. Jong-tak finds them and asks the hottie about his sister. He proposes to give him his sister's whereabouts if he lets him take Kyung-mi. Jong-tak the fool accepts the offer and abandons Kyung-mi, only to find out that he lied to him. Wow, what a surprise. Our brave Kyung-mi distracts the hottie and runs away again, but she finds Seo-young on her way. Jong-tak and the mom go back to the same area but find nothing, so they continue looking for them. Kyung-mi assures Seo-young that her brother is near, so she needs to call him. She sacrifices herself to save Seo-young from the hottie. He knows she's capping, but it still works on him because he starts chasing her again. Seo-young calls her brother from Kyung-mi's phone and lets him know she's alive. Meanwhile, Kyung-mi finally gets to a crowded area, thinking she's safe. Jong-tak finds his sister, who apologizes to the mom for putting Kyung-mi in danger. Kyung-mi starts going around asking people to rescue her from the hottie. However, people assume she's crazy or simply a crazy person and run away from her, especially since she's holding a knife against him. The hottie notices people being scared of her, and pretends to be her brother. He tells them that she's his poor sick sister and they should let her go. A bunch of stupid guys stop Kyung-mi and give her to the hottie. She begs him to let her live, saying she doesn't want to die, that she still has many things she wants to do in her life. Of course, the hottie doesn't care. He drags her into a dark alley to kill her. Jong-tak the fool comes to the rescue, kicking the hottie's ass. His dumb ass turned his back to chit-chat with Kyung-mi without checking if the hottie is dead, so the hottie gets up, changing his plan to target the mother. He approaches her pretending she's his mother. Kyung-mi runs to save her mom, holding a knife. She stabs him but misses. She stabs herself and puts the knife on his hand as if he's the one who did it. With all these people as witnesses, the hottie loses his mind, baffled from being fooled. Kyung-mi looks at him and smiles. He loses his temper and goes to attack her, but the police shoot his leg. Kyung-mi gives him the middle finger to entice him more. And he finally gets wrecked and dies from gunshot. Kyung-mi and her mom are now in Jeju, alongside Jong-tak and Seo-young. The two families enjoy their long-awaited vacation by the beach, laughing and taking pictures. If you enjoyed today's movie, please like the video and subscribe for more.